In this video, we are going to be looking into government lands. As some of us are already aware that the current government has placed suspension on sales of state or public lands. So at the moment or previously, can a private or an individual purchase a government-owned or controlled land? The answer is capital yes, but it has a procedure. So this is what we're going to be discussing in this video. So welcome back to this YouTube channel, OLAMOSH of Ghana, where we talk about everything real estate here in Ghana and beyond. If you are seeing this channel for the first time, please kindly click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell button, share this video and channel with friends and family. In my previous video, I shared with us 7 kinds of lands that you have to run away from, that you need to be extremely careful before putting your money into them. But in this video, we'll be giving attention into government-owned lands. But before I'll go deep into that, let's talk about land ownership here in Ghana. Land ownership, I will divide them or categorize them into 4. Number 1, as I've listed them here, is the government land. This is a kind of land that is owned and managed by the state. And whenever you are interested in buying this land, you pass through the agency, which I'll be telling us very soon. Number 2 is a vested land. This land is owned by traditional authorities, but it is managed by government agencies. You need to be aware of this kind of land ownership. Number 3, customary or stool lands. These are the lands that are owned and managed by the chiefs of the land. Then number 4, which is the private or family lands. So when you're interested in this kind of land, you pass through the family. But out of all these 4 ownership, we are going deep into the first one, which is the government-owned land. Whenever you heard that a land is owned by the state, the only way that you can acquire such land is through lands commission. Now, with the recent government, as they came in January 2025, suspension has been placed on sales or lease of government land. Now, you need to note one thing before you get scammed. You can never buy a state-owned land outrightly. You can only get them via lease. I'm not talking about categorizing of interest of land. Where we have the allodial title, we have the freehold, we have the leasehold, even though presently there's nothing like freehold in Ghana. The new Land Acts abolished that and changed it to a leasehold system. Now, when it comes to government land or state land, the locations that you will easily see all this state land that you have also seen in several debates on national TV is Cantonment, Laboni, Airport Residential, Rich. These lands at these locations are owned by the state. They are public lands. So when you look at a minister who died, was it 2 or 3 years ago, and some of these lands that he was able to acquire to himself, he put it inside his will that he shared them to his family and they are going to be owning them forever. One of them was even the Achimota Forest, which is a reserved land I spoke about in my previous video. So when it comes to government land, you can't buy them outrightly, but you can get them via leasehold, 50 years or 99 years. And there is an issue of vested land that also came up during the screening of the ministerial appointment. The current Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Ablakwa, that he came up with the minority leader that was talking about the land he owned at Winneba, that the land was leased to him at 99 years and they were dragging it on the national TV. Okay, so that's why I say you need to understand government land, vested land, customary land, and also family land. When you understand all this, and when you're going out there to buy land, you will always be careful and you will never be scammed. And I will always advise you, please, when you're going out there to buy land, get in touch with a company like ours. We are going to help you and protect your money for you. Now, I told us that we have the cantonment, we have airport residential, we have Laboni. Now, there's this affordable housing project. I think it was started by Mahama during his previous administration, and the project was stopped when the immediate past administration was in power, which is the Saglemin affordable housing project. Now, there is an issue on that project at the moment. That project is owned by the state for the public and is managed by the state. But there is a research that came out that part of the project itself and the lands, part of it has been sold to private developers. And right now, with the current administration, it has been put under review. So this kind of land is not what an individual is supposed to go out there to secure. It is for the state, and you have to pass through the state, even if they're going to be selling part of it out or leasing part of it out. So we also have the Apollonia City. Apollonia City is not owned by the government. It is managed by private developer, but it was planned and it is under monitoring of the government. That is Apollonia City. So you can also go there to secure land on a leasehold system for yourself. But presently, the suspension is affecting all these people. The suspension is affecting all these agencies. And I would guide us on how we can still buy a government-controlled land, even though there is a suspension placed on it in January. I want to talk about two other agencies as well, which is a TDC, Tema Development Corporation. I think now it is I think I noted down, it is TDC Development Company. So they are in charge of all the lands at Tema. So the residential and commercial land is from Tema Community 1 to 25. And you have the Tema Industrial Area, which is also sold. And you also have the free zone, which is for export-oriented businesses. So these are the three categories of how the land at Tema has been done. Now, we also have the SHC, the State Housing Corporation or Company. So they are meant to build affordable housing. So they have one at Adenta, they have at Kumasi, they have at Takoradi, they also have at Tamale. I think there is one too at Amasama they are working on recently or so. Now, when they say a land is owned or a land is controlled by the government agencies, what it means is that whenever you want to buy any of this land, you get them on leasehold, but you have to pass through this agency. If you need land at Ridge, Cantonment, you have to pass through Lands Commission. That is the agency in charge of those lands. Now, when it comes to Apollonia City, it's not owned by the government, but it was planned and under monitoring of the government. When you are interested, you pass through the office of Apollonia City. Now, when it comes to the TDC, okay, the TDC Development Company, if you are interested in buying land at any axis within Tema, you have to pass through that office. And also, when it comes to the SHC, you want to buy any of the affordable housing units, you have to pass through the SHC office. But now, there is suspension which has been placed on all these agencies. Now, how can you now secure a land for yourself? It's very easy. All you have to do is to look for an individual that has successfully purchased land or get a lease agreement through these agencies. Then that person can sublease to you. So let's say Mr. A, as at the year 2023, 2024, has successfully secured a land at Ridge through Lands Commission. And as at now, 2025, the person is now interested in selling or in leasing the property out, you can secure through that person. So what that suspension means is that you can't pass through these agencies to secure property. You can only pass through individuals that have successfully secured this property before the suspension, then you can get from them. Now, you need to always perform your due diligence. Whenever you want to buy a land, go to the Lands Commission to conduct a search, which you have to hire a qualified surveyor to pick the coordinates of the land, sent to the Lands Commission. So it will first confirm to you that this land is a state land. So what it means is that it is state property. You can't buy it outrightly, but you can get it through leasehold. So all you now have to do is to pass through the agency to secure the document for the land for yourself. So please, this is a very vital information to be aware of as far as you buying lands in Ghana. Don't let them scam you, sell government land to you in an inappropriate way, because presently all the land sold under the previous administration are being put into review. They're subjecting them that they have been sold in a way that it is not supposed to be. So the advice I will give you, that if you are searching for a litigation-free land, you are searching for a land that will not give you problem or anybody coming to attack you, then all you have to do is to call the number shown on your screen. Contact us at OLAMOSH Realty and Construction. We are going to help you to secure a litigation-free land. Subscribe to this channel. I have more videos I'll be sharing with you when it comes to land acquisition and document registration here in Ghana. If you're searching for a building contractor to help you to build a project from foundation to completion and hand over the key to you, then you have to contact us at OLAMOSH Realty and Construction. See you some other time. Don't forget, subscribe to this channel once again. Bye.